Hey, hi. Welcome to the channel, or should I say welcome back to the sweet, small community that we have here at Mutable Magic. I'm Mutable Magic. How are you doing today? Enjoying the summer break? Enjoying the winter in the south? Hang in there, bundle up and stay warm. And come closer. I've got an interesting topic for us today in reading, writing, and arithmetic. What is reading, writing, and arithmetic? It's just me going into social media, looking for gossip. I find an interesting trending topic and we bring the 10 top rated comments here and we read them and we try to find consensus. We try to see if there's ideas, there's stuff that we can learn, and if whatever question or concern has been addressed. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Yeah, the highest rated comments, that's the arithmetic part, right? The high numbers. Reading, yeah, we read the comments. Yeah, there's life in the comments. And writing, well, somebody's written the question, right? It's not us. Yeah, we just read the gossip and we share it here. Why don't you stick around and listen to this?
I honestly don't know how to feel about this. I've been dating this person for 3 months that I thought was a man, but is actually a woman. We met on a dating site, and when we started talking more, he explained to me that he wanted to take things slow because he wanted something serious, and I didn't want to have sex so early into the relationship. My ass thought I'd found a prize because men these days don't ever say stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. I can take things slow because I'm really starting to like you, so I'm willing to wait. They had top surgery done before we even met. He had facial hair and a normal guy's voice too. So just by looking on the outside, I could have never been able to tell. So he wore baggy clothes majority of the time, so I could never see a print as if there was a hee-hees there. Every time we would kiss and I would try to climb on top, he would just stop me. So I'm like, this ninja is serious about taking things slow. Anyway, the night I found out, we came back to his place after dinner and a movie. We were on the couch just talking and he says he wants to shower, so when I leave he can just hop into bed. Playfully I offer to join, and of course he laughs it off and says no, so I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for you here. After about 15 minutes I go into his room to surprise him when he comes out the shower. I was only in my panties, hoping he would change his mind, because honestly I was tired of taking things slow. When he came out the shower, he had the towel over his shoulders, so I literally saw everything. I saw the scars on his chest and the vajay. We both just stared at each other for what felt like forever. Eventually, he explained everything to me, how he didn't tell me because he was planning to get bottom surgery before we even met, but it had to be postponed, and he claimed that he thought I wouldn't like him anymore if I knew the truth. He kept saying it's not a big deal and that he's the same person. I know I was wrong and I felt bad that I snuck into the room, but if I didn't, he would have continued lying to me like he was ready to tell the truth. I don't know how to feel. When I said I didn't want to continue seeing him, he called me transphobic and all these other names. But am I transphobic because I'm into biological men with real male parts? I respect everyone and never called him anything out of his name, so I don't know why I feel so guilty for finding out this way.
All right, maybe let's get a few things out and let's clear the air. On this channel, we do not discriminate against anybody for any reason. It's named Mutable Magic because borrowing from astrology.
You know that we are all made up of stars? I know a lot about stars.
I was raised in a certain faith, but around 2020, when things were happening in 2020, I don't even need to tell you, I don't even need to labor that point.
Coronavirus! Coronavirus!
I got into introspection. I got into asking myself the big questions because there was a lot about myself that I didn't understand. I understood the big picture. I'm a child of the universe. I have a right to be here, sure, but why do I think like this? Why do I feel like this? Why do I express myself like this? And astrology helped me put some of the missing pieces of my life together and explained a whole bunch of things, and I took a deep breath, woosah, and I felt such relief. I understood myself, or I got on the path to understanding myself. So the channel is named Mutable Magic because my sun, moon, and rising, they're all wonderful mutable placements. Yeah. So on this channel, we do not discriminate anybody's life path. We do not discriminate on sex, gender, race. We are diverse. Bring it. Whatever you are, whatever you understand yourself to be, bring it. This is the disclaimer that I had to throw out there for this topic, which is a little bit heavy. We are not telling anybody, don't follow this path, you're not this, you're not that. We're not telling you this, but at the same time, we know, we understand on this channel that as you have your rights, as you identify as whatever you identify, as you feel and express yourself in whatever which way how that you do so, the next person has the same right to do so. Okay, that's the disclaimer, the first one. And then there's the usual one. A, if you identify yourself in this post, we don't know you. This post is not about you. Wow, what a coincidence. You are one of 7 billion people and this is your story? You're amazing, you're awesome. Now stick around, read the comments, hit like and subscribe, because obviously the universe has something to do with you bringing you here and your story here. Join the community and read the comments and get some advice, learn something. All right. So let's do some reading, writing, and arithmetic. Shall we go to the first comments, or do you want to check your bingo card? Here come the bingo numbers. Here's your bingo numbers, your horse numbers, your betting numbers, your Powerball numbers. A, remember, if you win, your tithe comes here. Pay your tithe, pay your tithe. Pay teacher the tithe, right? Let's go to the numbers. 416, 213, 191, 204, and 49. That reads like an IP address, right? 62, 41, 21, 19, 56, 34. Shall we go to the first slide? Let's do reading, writing, and arithmetic. This is the next slide with 191, 204, and 49. This is the IP address that I was talking about. Somebody enter that into their browser. Let's see where that takes us, right? Okay. 191 reaction says you have used the correct pronouns and respected them. Yeah, that's important. You're definitely not transphobic. It sounds like you are shocked and disappointed they lied to you, which is completely understandable. Drop the guilt and move forward. This is compassionate kind advice, I think, for this lady who's shocked. Yeah, put your panties on, pull them up, and forgive yourself and move on. Yeah, 204 reactions. Says, I would never trust that person. They knew damn well you thought you were dating a man.
You are not a man!
100% dead wrong. Now they're gonna try and play the victim. Shit is crazy. They're lucky you didn't snap. That's one reality of not telling people who you are or what you're about. And I think this is something that's, I don't know, par for the course in the dating game, especially meeting people online. I don't know. Let's continue with the last one, the last highest rated comment on this slide with 49 reactions, likes and loves. OMG, I'm so sorry this happened. What a betrayal. I don't think you're transphobic at all. I think they lied and misled you, and they should have been honest. How terrible and unfortunate. This is so matter of fact. I don't even pick up any emotions there. It's like, I don't know, like HR wrote this, but that has 49 reactions. It is unfortunate that someone says they're something that they're not, and now they leave the burden on you to deal with it, or they label you. How ironic, huh? Are you good with reading, writing, and arithmetic? We've done 416, 213, 191, 204, and 49. Let's move on to the last two slides. Coming in at 62, 41, and 21. In response to this lady's question, original poster's question about, am I being transphobic? Does this person have any right to label me transphobic for not wanting to continue to date them after finding out that they're really a woman who is halfway post-operative? Because she has her breast surgically removed, but she still has the vajayjay. So I guess she's halfway to being a trans man. 62 reactions says that's not being transphobic. You were lied to and misled. That should have been disclosed in the very beginning so that you could make your own decision. Disclosure, information, consent. It's like, I don't know, our quadratic equation. Yeah, should we write proof? Should we write a mathematical proof? Should we go from reading, writing, and arithmetic to writing a proof? Disclosure, information, consent. Who wants to write 30 pages on that? Not me. It's just an idea. It's just an idea. Okay, 41 reactions says, I don't know whether if it wasn't a big deal, then it could have been told at the beginning. Very selfish move on her part. Two things there. If it wasn't a big deal, why didn't you say it in the beginning? Because from what we've read, from what we've listened to, this person's saying, hey, why is it a big deal? Now you're mislabeling me. Now you're transphobic. But wait a minute. You didn't disclose this at the beginning, you know.
Why didn't you tell me?
If it wasn't a big deal, why didn't you disclose it? You could have disclosed it, right? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so that's the two things. And very selfish move. Yeah, very selfish move that you don't disclose. And then when you do disclose it, you're like, it's not a big deal. You're transphobic. You just continue to be my girlfriend, right? Let's move on to the last comment on the slide, which has 21 reactions. Well, both of you are disrespectful and not ready for a relationship. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for that. You're definitely not transphobic, just immature. Okay. I hear it too. Hope the person learns to accept themselves for who they are, for their safety and sanity. That's the person with the operations, halfway operations, right? Never goad anyone into making you bury yourself in a desire to feel wanted. This is advice for all of us, right? You've got to believe you're better than that. Ooh, whipping. Sex should always be mutual and not pressured. That's for the poster, right? Because she's the one who took her panties off. Waiting, laying in wait in the bed while her girlfriend or boyfriend was showering, right? Yeah, so this hit hard. I don't know why it isn't rated higher. Okay, I know why it isn't rated higher, because it smacks, right? It's a whooping. It's a kick in the butt. I felt it, yeah. Okay, there's disrespect both ways. No transphobic stuff. Just immaturity, both of them. This one wants to be accepted for something that they're not, while leading and demanding that they be accepted under deceit. And then this lady is also deceitful because she's the one with no panties on, laying in the bed, waiting for someone showering. I'm wondering, I'm one of those weird people. Why didn't she shower as well? Why didn't you take a shower as well? Don't be planning to have the business with someone and you're not showered, right? I don't know. That's just me.
I like sex. It's nice.
That's just my mutable nature, my Gemini taking over, right? You've got to believe you're better than that. Never goad anyone into making you bury yourself in a desire to feel wanted. Sex should always be mutual and not pressured. She kind of pressured the partner who showered, their partner, right? Their trans partner, by laying there with... I'm never gonna stop saying this. Laying there with no panties on, right? And the partner who was showering also pressured this person into a relationship on false pretenses. They are both immature in that sense.
You're the one that's immature.
No way, I'm not immature. You're immature. I mean, I am somewhat immature, but you're more immature.
I get it. It doesn't sting so much anymore. I get it. Good advice. Shall we go to the next one? All right. Last one. And I know we do 10 and we kind of have 12. Hey, you can take 2 bonuses. This will give you a good chance to win at the ponies or the Powerball or bingo or whatever. And remember to bring your time to teacher. Yes, last slide. 19 ratings, including care, a heart. My heart goes out to you. He took away your right to choose. I don't think I need to say any more there. Next one with 56 ratings, likes and loves. He lied to you and if he was able to get the bottom surgery in time, he would have led you to believe he was a biological man. How can you trust him? It's about trust, right? Lying and trust. I don't know how you can even say the two words in the same sentence. I know I just did, but yeah, there was lies. And how do you trust someone after they pull such a move? Yeah, the whole let's slow down with this whole sex thing. This person was counting down their days to their surgery, right? I don't know how he was going to explain the time in surgery and recovery time and all that. And then I understand that there's like a recovery period of getting used to these new parts. I don't know how he was going to explain that. And I don't know if it's fair to string someone along that long. I don't know. I'm a 90 days person. Yeah, I'd love to say no schmecks before marriage, but I'm realistic, you know.
Don't use any of that stuff, Ricky. It will make you very upset.
I know myself. 90 days. Sometimes a few hours.
What?
Okay, the last one. Girl, leave that damn girl alone and call it a day. Well, she still has a vajayjay, right? She's still a girl. Technically, she still has a vajayjay. Enough. Last one. I'm just gonna read this. I don't have the ratings. It's on screen. Maybe after I talk, it's on screen. I don't know. The magic of editing. It's there somewhere. They have their right to choose who they are and want to be called and who they want to be with. And it's your right to. This is what we were talking about initially, that you have your rights to express yourself, to be who you want to be, to live in this world, to live in this universe, and call yourself a tree if you want.
I'm a mouse. Duh.
Call yourself a trombone if you want. Whatever. But the next person has the same rights, right? Where your rights start is where someone else's rights are ending, or where your rights end is where someone else's rights are beginning. It's not always about your rights, you know, like you're transphobic, you don't want to date me, but did you tell me you're trans?
Why you always lying?
I'm gonna pull up my panties. It's not dying, it's not going away. I'm gonna pull up my panties, right?
Take your panties off!
I was gonna spring some sex on you, but you spring some boobies and a vajayjay on me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They have their right, they've exercised their right to be living the reality that they want. They should have let their partner extended the same courtesy to their partner. Hey babe, look, I'm in transition. I want to be with you. Can you wait? We can do other things. We can hold hands. We can play checkers or snakes and ladders while we wait for me to get the parts. But this did not happen, right? So this comment ends with, if you wouldn't have found out, they probably wouldn't have told you. Don't trust this person. Let me give you your bingo numbers again. Let me give you your lucky numbers again. As we end this, 416, 213, 191, 204, 49, 62, 41, 21, 19, 56, and 34. I think in this discussion that we had today, we were talking about information for people to make decisions. We were talking about disclosure. We were talking about consent and maturity, how to maturely approach relationships, and how much and how soon we should probably disclose stuff about ourselves. You know, as online dating takes over pretty much. People don't even approach each other in real life. People don't even know, you know, this might be my Gemini stuff. I get home, I'm in the shower, and I'm thinking about the day, and I'm like,
Baby, it's cold outside.
oh my goodness, that man was hitting on me. You know, we don't even know when people are hitting on us anymore, because online dating has taken over how people date. Yeah, you meet at the restaurant after chatting back and forth, moving to the phone, having texts via WhatsApp, you meet at the restaurant, and this man isn't 6 feet tall. And hey, I'm not 55 kgs, I'm more 75 kgs. People deceive each other all the time.
My boyfriend thinks I'm fat.
In the dating market, in the dating field, hoping to get people to like them. It happens. But on this scale, on this level, a whole surgery? Needing a bunch of surgeries to become something else?
I'm sorry, Basil. I thought she was a man.
You can lose 20 kgs. The man can wear boots and gain a few inches, maybe look 6 feet tall. But when it comes to something like this, it's really serious. It's really serious. And I'm hoping that this lady, fingers crossed for her, that she pulls up her panties and she forgives herself, and maybe with her date they can work things out and become friends and maybe support this lady, this person, as they go through their transformation. And then maybe later, when the water's been under the bridge and the wind has blown and emotions have calmed down, then they can talk about, do they still like each other that much to be in a relationship? It's a lot to work out. Me, I just rather read and look at the reactions and like and comment. You're welcome to do that here as well. Join the community, hit like, hit subscribe. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe.